Greetings, Incarnate bringing you all the latest indie gaming goodness. Welcome back as we look at another indie game. This time I'm checking out a blast from the past with Gourmet Warriors on the PlayStation. This was released by QUbytes, an indie developer and publisher who've released several retro indie games I previously reviewed, including Josh's Journey, Undergrave and Zero Tolerance. Additionally, QUbytes is one of the few publishers restoring classic titles from consoles like the Super Nintendo and the Neo Geo. Gourmet Warriors is one of these restored classics, as it's a modern adaptation of the game Gourmet Sentai Barayaro, which was only released on the Famicom back in Japan in 1995. This means that for many people, including myself, it's the only way to experience the game. Gourmet Warriors is a classic side-scrolling beat-em-up that was heavily inspired by Japanese animation and Super Sentai TV shows like Ultraman. I was eager to try this piece of gaming history and see how it measures up against more modern counterparts. Gourmet Warriors takes place in the far future, after the world has been decimated by nuclear weapons following World War III. Mankind takes refuge in Zeus City, a utopia built by advanced technology. Unfortunately, a terrorist organisation named Bath has infiltrated the city and stolen the food supply. It's up to the player to battle through an army of Japanese-inspired enemies, recover the lost food, and destroy Bath's mysterious leader to ensure mankind's survival. The story is basic, even by fighting game standards, but the game makes up for it with its wacky settings, including neon-lit Japanese nightclubs, a robotics lab, and even a space station. The enemies are even wackier, with giant robot heads, jetpack wielding strongmen, and bunny girls in mecha suits. The game implements a cooking system where you gather various ingredients from fallen enemies and combine them into meals to restore your health. Finally, the three playable characters all have a unique fighting style, including unique attacks and combos to master. QUbytes has done an excellent job of porting Gourmet Warriors to the PlayStation, throwing in some modern touches such as graphical filters and the ability to save the game at any point. The controls are very responsive, the game runs smooth, and has some of the best graphics I've seen in a Super Nintendo port. However, there are some issues. Firstly, the game's difficulty is extremely high, primarily due to enemy health, with even the weakest of foes taking dozens of hits to go down. You have access to an assortment of devastating attacks, but these special moves aren't listed anywhere in the game. This also applies to the bonus characters, which I ended up finding completely by accident. When you manage to master the game's moves, you'll find it can be completed in under an hour. Gourmet Warriors' best feature is the two-player cooperative mode, which does make the campaign easier. However, the developer implemented friendly player damage by default, which makes the two-player experience extremely frustrating at times. To be fair, the issues I found with the Gourmet Warriors are also present in the original game, and it's a little unfair to compare a game of this age against more modern titles. It's a product of its time. It's fantastic to see these hidden gems being uncovered, and the game is reasonably priced at only $15 Australian. However, I'd recommend getting this on sale. If you fancy yourself a gaming historian, if you like obscure Japanese games, or if you're just a beat-em-up enthusiast like myself, then you may want to give this a try. That's it for my review of Gourmet Warriors. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe, as it really helps the channel. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I hope you'll join me next time when we look at another indie game. Until then, Incarnate, out.